to the craziest get ready with me ever. This is the look for today. I'm playing with a bunch of new stuff. I'm 100% all over the place. It's the first video I have filmed in like a week. Welcome to my headspace of craziness. I hope you enjoy the ride. You might want to buckle up, grab a drink, grab a snack, because it's a little whack. Ah! Oh God, I'm done. I'm done. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into how I created this crazy look. Okay friends, so we're taking two on this. Yes, I did start my face a little bit, so I'm going to go over everything again. I kind of got interrupted and then my brain went to mush real quick. So let me tell you what I've got going on so far. I did hydrate my face and prime my face with the Ciate Linden Watermelon Burst Primer. I love this stuff. I did plump my lips a bit with my little Amazon doohickey, and then I used my Ciate Linden Watermelon Burst Hydrating Lip Oil. So that's what's on my lips so far. For primer in my T-zone area, I did go in with my C-Color Cosmetics Pore Filler Stick. I'll have all of this stuff linked down below for you guys. And then I did that like radiant glow that you see to my face. I have the Wonder Beauty Catch the Light Glotion. It's like a highlighter over here, but I like to use the liquid, which is down here. So that is what I have on my face so far, other than I have Sunless Tanning. That's the Tanlux oil. I've got some products here to play around with today with you guys. I did pick up the Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime Fetish Perfection Under Eye. I did go ahead and pick up the really light color, which is the lightest out of all three of the shades. I have medium and I like it, but the only thing is I want a little bit more of a brightening effect underneath my eyes. It definitely blurs it. It doesn't change the color of my concealer or anything like that, but I wanted to just test out the lightest shade that she has, because there was a sale and I don't know who I am anymore when it comes to this whole quarantine thing. I am emotionally eating, my cystic acne is back, and last week was really hard. So here we are to talk about it and talk about some of the things that I picked up. So anyways, Juno & Co did send over some of their new beautiful like face palettes, which I'm really excited. I'm going to play around with them today. I mean, look how beautiful these are, guys. You guys know I love Juno & Co. I don't know why I'm holding that so funny. Hi, who are you? I don't know. Haven't filmed in like forever. I do have the Pure Times Raw Beauty Christy that just showed up today. I'm so excited for her and to play around in this. I did pick up the whole Hourglass, this new powder. If I had read it, I would have seen that it was for light to medium skin, and right now I have more medium, so I don't know how this is going to work. I do have the Patrick Ta blushes for you guys. I'm going to try out. Anyways, I did pick up the Patrick Ta Beauty. I kept them in the box. I have been playing around with them, so I already know how they work and all of that. I do have the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara, the Pure Eye Pencil. There's just a lot of things, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Like I said, you already know what is on my face. I am off, like I said. I haven't filmed for probably close to a week. Luckily, I do a lot of pre-filming, so that's good. I am going to just go ahead and go in with my Dose of Colors concealer. This is the Meet Your Hue concealer. I have the shade 18, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago with you guys, and I didn't want to like say too much other than I liked it first impression wise, and I have to say I really like it. I really like it a lot. I'm gonna put a little over here. I don't want to put, the only thing I will say for me, if I'm not careful and I put too much, it does kind of dry out my under eye, so I have to be really careful. But Heather Austin recommended this. This is like one of her favorite concealers, and oh, that girl does not steer me wrong. And it's funny because she has oily skin. I have more normal to combination, sometimes on the dry side, because you guys know your girl loves her retinol. So anyways, let's just ignore this whole section of my face. It's going through it. It's kind of annoying. Do you know what I forgot? Hold on, I forgot, I cleaned my beauty blender and my brush, and then I left it in the other room. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I am back. Trying to get my life together. I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty. This is my 101 brush. I literally just cleaned it, so it's still a little damp, which I don't mind. It still works well. And I am gonna blend everything out. I am so all over the place. I sat down, I started to film, and then, you know, I have a whole family here, so I was kind of interrupted a little bit. So I was like, oh, I'll just start over. But I've completely kind of lost my train of thought of where I was going, so there's that. Good times. But what I started to say about this Dose of Colors, I really like this concealer. I really like it a lot. Now for me, I was using a little too much before, so my under eyes were getting kind of dry. So if you just dab it the way you guys just saw me apply it, it looks really pretty on my under eyes, because I do have, I guess, normal to somewhat dry under eyes depending on the day. So for me, just using a little bit looks so beautiful on the under eye, like absolutely beautiful. And I've kind of gone back to not wearing my foundation, so I just haven't been in the mood. I've just been, like I said, I've been kind of going through it. So anyways, as far as that goes, I'm gonna leave it like that, and it just looks so nice and pretty. I am gonna just go in with my BK Beauty sponge and just tap any extra that may be there and press it right into the skin. I was gonna do this She's So LA, but I think what I'm gonna do, because this is such a pretty bronzy color, I think I'm gonna use this as my whole like bronzer. You know what I mean? Maybe. So the way Patrick Ta actually recommends using this is going in with the powder first and then going in with the cream product. For this particular, since I'm using it more as like a bronzer on my skin, I'm just going to apply the cream first. And you can see it's not like a bronzy, it's definitely more of like a blush type of tone in my opinion than a bronzer. But since I've got some of the bronzer shades in my Juno & Co. and contour, I thought it would just be pretty to go in with this. Am I making sense? Probably not, because the house had been really quiet and I was able to put my stuff on Instagram, and now I don't know what happened. I turned on the camera and poof, everybody's like movement all throughout the house. And here comes the husband. Hey babe, what's up? If I flip this camera around and now my face is turning red. Can I help you, sir?
Just here to embarrass you.
It's working. If you guys can see, got Magic Mike behind the camera. Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Oh goodness. Okay, this is the part of quarantine that I actually like, you know? Okay, so anywho, don't know where I was going with all of that, but isn't that pretty? It's just like really nice and natural to the skin, and that's kind of what I'm going for, because it is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm finally just now sitting down to film for the day. So anyways, let's go ahead. I am gonna set my face. I think I'm gonna just go in with my Becca Hydra powder, because that's typically my go-to, and I just use my Juno & Co. sponge. It's like the furry one, you know? And I did just clean it, so it is a little damp, but it doesn't mess with anything. So today's makeup is going to be a super, I think, natural looking makeup. It's just like that. I was thrown off, and I forgot to set my under eyes with my Pat McGrath. So let's just go ahead and do that next. I am going to go in with the lighter shade, and I do find that if I use my sponge, I like it a little bit better the way it looks than using a brush. So, and I also forgot to use my Tatcha under eye. Oh my goodness gracious, I am so all over the place. Oh, this is like super translucent. Okay, so in my head it was gonna really brighten the under eye. Okay, now it's time to take my son to work. Okay, I'll be back momentarily. I am back, and of course lost my train of thought. This is like the best get ready with me ever. Oh, one thing is, I'm gonna go ahead and add a cream bronzer because I went ahead, obviously took my boy to work, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, girl, that's a blush. You can't use it as a bronzer. So anywho, now we're gonna move along to our Tower 28 bronzer in the shade, or it's the Bronzino in the shade West Coast. And I'm still gonna, well, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm going for a natural look, because we know what happens every time I say I'm doing that. Full face of makeup. So yeah. So I wanted a little bit more because, you know, I am not the type of person that goes like light on makeup. Like I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna go natural. No, we're not. We're gonna paint off, face up, and have a good old time doing so. So like I was saying, last week was just like, a week. It's just a week, you know? It was just one of those weeks. And it was one of those things where my allergies were flaring up, and I talked to you guys about it because I did pre-film some of my videos, and then some of them were kind of like, I think I filmed them on Monday or Tuesday or something like that, but I was just like all over the place. Like my head felt like my brain was floating because of how my allergies were. And I made a comment, I was like, you know, there needs to be a law where we can't have the Rona and allergies at the same time, because for an anxiety-ridden person such as myself, that means I wake up and I'm like, is it? It's not. Is it? It's not. You know, and then I have to talk myself off the ledge, you know, because I'm like, anyways. So I'm going to go in with my Natural Beige 05 Milani powder. This is the Conceal and Perfect powder, and I'm going in with my BK Beauty 105 brush to just kind of set that Bronzino down a bit. And this powder does give you a little bit of coverage, like well, I mean, it's a foundation powder, so it does give you some coverage, and I think it looks pretty. And if you're not in, you know, the whole feeling of putting like a full foundation and all of that stuff on, then that works really well. So I am gonna go ahead, I want to try these palettes by Juno & Co. I want to say these are like only $15, and I do have a 10% off coupon code. This one is La Papillon. God. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and contour a little bit with this. I don't know how it's going to go, so we are going to proceed with caution. We shall see. I don't know. I am going to go with my BK Beauty 106 brush. Lisa J was kind enough to reach out and send over her collection. To say I geeked out and did the happy dance would be fibbing. I had a flippin' happy dance party. My husband was, I was talking about it with Heather Austin. Oh yeah, I don't think this works well for me. I don't think it's really even showing up. It's just looking muddy. Okay, so if you're my skin tone, I don't think this is gonna work for you on that shade. Let's move on to the Margarita. Now that I can say. We're gonna go in with this, which is definitely more, I would say, my skin tone. But anywho, if you haven't checked out Heather's channel, you really should, because she's the reason I got the Dose of Colors, and I'm telling you guys about it because it's good stuff. Oh yeah, that lighter was, oh well, live and learn. This one works, but the other one, not so much. Now I look like I got punched in the cheek. Oh well, I'm not going anywhere other than to pick my boy up from work. Anyways, but we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, to say like that I was calm and cool and collective when Lisa J like reached out and I was chatting with her. Over here, me, yeah, that's me. That's me, and my husband's going, and I'm like, you don't understand. I love her. I love her channel, and you know, I love her brushes. Because of Heather, I picked up these two, and then Lisa was kind enough to send over the rest of the collection, and like freaking geeking. That's me. Anyways, yeah, I like the second one in the Margarita palette, guys, but the other one is just way too cool toned, and it's looking a little too like I got a situation on my cheeks, so I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna cover it with more powder, because what else do you do when you're hiding something, right? I don't know. Well, you can't win them all, can you? So I want to jump back into the Patrick Ta. I'm not going to do the She's So LA. That one, I think it's really pretty, but I want to jump in and I want to go in with this one, which is She's That Girl. Super pretty, and I'm going to apply this the way he recommends. Can I just say that the component messes with me every time? It's really pretty, but like I get confused on how to open it. It's ridiculous, I know. So I am going to go ahead and apply the powder first. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Like, it's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. It reminds me a lot of the shade that I got with Wonder Beauty sent over and the Double Date Rendezvous. So if you have this shade, they're very, very similar. You guys see that? Very pretty, very similar. And this I think is like $22, and you get the lip balm on the bottom as well. And as far as the Tower 28, it's very similar to the Happy Hour shade. If you have that, you can see they are pretty similar. If you are curious, I'm trying to think if I have one of the Fenty Beauties may look similar to it. It is. It's similar to Petal Poppin' by Fenty Beauty. So if you have that, you probably don't need that. Did I need it? No. Did I fall into the FOMO, the hype, and all of that? Yes. Is the struggle so real it's ridiculous? Yeah. Yes, it is. Welcome to my brain where I think I need everything that I see somebody review. It is such a struggle. I don't know what I'm doing. Anywho, let's jump into this. I'm, like I said, gonna go in first with the powder, which is how he recommends doing it. And I am gonna go in with, I am having such a time. I am going to go in with my BK Beauty 107, and I'm just going to lightly put the powder on, just like Patrick Ta suggests. So, and then what he says is to go in with the cream, and then it just makes everything look natural and what have you. So I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty sponge, dab it on the sponge, and then go over my cheek. And it really does. It looks natural. Do you guys see the difference? Like, do you see the radiance? Okay. I mean, I guess he knows what he's talking about, huh? This sponge is really nice too, if you guys are curious. See, so natural glow with these. These are so pretty. I was gonna do a dedicated video, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie guys, sometimes I get into my own doggone head and I'm like, you don't do reviews well. That's where I'm at, guys. Like, I think I talked about it before, where I'm like, if I don't take my vitamin D or my vitamins and things I'm supposed to take to like function, my mental health suffers, you know. And then I get into my own head, and I know like some people don't like to talk about it, but at the same time I'm like, it makes me feel better to hear that others have the same struggles as me. So, you know, maybe, hopefully you guys aren't judging me and you're like, I get it, I understand. I don't know. So I do want to jump into, oh, I took it away. Okay, so this is like a really pretty coating that you guys, thankfully I've already got my picture taken of this. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, so I'm really loving this palette. I'm really sorry if I'm all over the place, guys. I'm slowly getting in my head again. Ooh, these are so pretty. Let's just swatch them all. Oh, that's like a pretty purple topper. I'm not doing this any justice. Hold on. Let's do a really good swatch, Rhonda. Kind of hard to swatch the palette, but it's really pretty. I think what I'm going to do is mix these two shades as my highlighter. There's some fallout there, but that's fine. And then, ooh, look at that. Isn't that funky? It's such a pretty color. The top one is like iridescent, and then the bottom one, I mean, you could do the bottom one almost like a blush or something, but it's different. It's pretty. It's got like a purple hue to it. You know what I think would be really so pretty paired with this palette? If you guys have the Fenty Beauty Drama Class blusher, which it looks scary, but it's really pretty, I promise. This would pair beautifully together. Because see, look at this. I'll swatch it next to it. It's got a purple, but as you blend it out, it's like a really pretty pink, and these would complement each other so much. I almost feel like I should just redo the whole video just so I could play with those two together. I'll come back and do it again, but that's really pretty. I am gonna pounce it in a little. I'm gonna try this Hourglass now, and I'm gonna just jump in with, oh, let's go in with this bougie girl, 102 BK Beauty. And like I said, this specifically does say light to medium skin. I am not that, but oh well. I have no idea if this has done anything. I buy bougie things and then I don't even know if it's doing anything. Did you guys see anything happen? Okay. As much as I love Hourglass, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't know if that did anything to my face. Maybe I need to wear foundation with it. I don't really know. Lord. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna do my brows. As far as brows go, I'm just gonna grab my ColourPop pencil. This is in Dope Taupe. I'm pretty sure it's just called Taupe now. Maybe, I don't really know. And I'm gonna do my brows and put on some of my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base, and we'll be back to do my eyeballs. I really want to use this green in here, so I think I'm gonna just use both because why not, you know? So I'm gonna use some of these Makeup Geek shadows, and then of course I'm going to use some of the Pure Raw Beauty Christy. I didn't want to do a dedicated video because I feel like there are so many out there that are just absolutely amazing dedicated videos, and unfortunately because I got mine so much later than I had expected, even with paying the additional quick shipping, I just feel like I've just kind of missed the moment. So I thought it would just be okay and fun to just kind of play and pull some colors from here. So I am going to go ahead and jump in and use this shade up here called My Whole Heart to just set my entire lid. And I will say I love the packaging on here. I love the fact that they are, like I said, larger pans than I had expected. And so far, I mean, you guys, I was literally just talking a week or two ago about Pure Cosmetics, even before I knew Christy was coming out with a palette with them, that I feel like their shadow quality is just, it's really good and it's really underrated. We've seen a lot of, I'm going to use this underneath my eye as well just to kind of help brighten it a little bit more, but we've seen the Pure palettes in BoxyCharm and I really like them personally. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this Mood Point, which is this pretty like soft mauve color, and I'm gonna use that as my crease shade. It's a really pretty matte shade, and I do like the fact that these are not like crazy firmly pressed. They're just like a lightly pressed type of eyeshadow, and I feel like it's blending really easily. I do like that. There's a lot of kick up in here, but I'm not mad about it. Just know that, you know, you're gonna get some kick up and potential fallout, but again, I don't think it's the end of the world. Okay, so I do want to jump over to this really pretty, I'm just like feeling the purples today. This is called Lavender Dreams, again by Makeup Geek. I love Makeup Geek shadows. Maybe it's a little bit lighter. So this shade again is by Makeup Geek, and this is meant to be really pretty color. I'm going to jump in with a BK Beauty 203 brush. I'm just going to put this on the lid. I feel like I'm making my eyes like tie-dye. This one is Code Blue. It's so pretty. Ooh. And by the way, I'm loving this brush. This 203. I'm going to just, oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. And I like the fact that they're staying. I'm not finding them like come off or anything. That is so pretty. So pretty. Like, hello 80s. Here I come. I am going to jump in. Let's go to the colorful side of Christy's palette. First, I'm going to put a little bit of this, the white shade down right here underneath my eye. Gonna pat it. So I'm gonna go into this teal shade and I'm gonna apply this. Are you guys panicking? I kind of am. And I want to put a little under here. Why not? Let's try some of this purple underneath. one of those things where I'm really hoping this comes together after I've got the mascara on, you know. It's fine, it's fine, you know, it's fine. Blending skills, not top notch, but it's fine. Let's go in. I'm gonna do my Urban Decay on my tight line. I'm gonna do a little bit of my Highbrow by Benefit on the waterline. Okay, so as far as the mascara goes, I'm gonna just go in with my Urban Decay Lash Freak, and I want to show you guys how awesome this is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one side without the primer, and then I'll do one side with primer. And as far as primer goes, I'm gonna just jump back into my Blink Black primer. So let me do the one side with zero primer. I love this stuff, guys. The purpose of showing you guys how it looks without the primer is to show, like, because I know not everybody uses mascara primer. I know not everybody uses only mascara. Some people do go in with false lashes, but I just layer. Okay, so this is one dip of the Lash Freak mascara, and you guys can see like how nice the lashes look. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you guys, and again, that was just one dip. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks with primer. This is the Blink Black primer that I did get from BoxyCharm and a couple months ago. Okay, so there's the primer, and then let's go in with our mascara. Okay, so that is with one dip plus the primer. Not much of a difference, is there? That's how awesome this stuff is. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply another coat on this side. So that is two coats with the Urban Decay. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna start with a second coat over here on the primed lash side. So that's what I was telling you guys in the Ipsy versus Ipsy mother versus daughter video, where I showed you guys my lashes, because that it really like surprises me, because I am the type of person that I always go in with a lash primer, but with this I don't have to. So I was really excited, and I wanted to show you guys, like, okay, here's the primed lashes, here's the non-primed, two coats each, and boom, like this side looks like they look the same. So anyways, as far as my lip liner goes, I'm gonna just go in and kind of keep it simple, nude lip. I mean, you know, the usual. Gerard Cosmetics Sugar and Spice. And then I'm gonna go in with my Copycat Beauty. I think I'm gonna go in with the NY01, which is like a, there you go, kind of like a peachy nude. And then I'm gonna go in with the Copycat Beauty NY07, which is a really pretty like shimmer gloss right in the center. And then I'm gonna just set my face with my Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. Okay guys, this is the finished wild look. I feel like it's kind of like cotton candy inspired or something. I don't know. So real quick, let's go over everything. I talked about it all the time, but the Urban Decay Lash Freak mascara, I really like it. It is, I think, like a $25 mascara, but like you guys saw, like typically I go through like a primer and 2 to 3 other mascaras. I can get the look I'm wanting with just this mascara, which I really like, because there's not many out there where I can do that, where I don't get flaking or any issues. Again, the Dose of Colors concealer, this is something that I told you guys Heather Austin recommended, and I really love it. I want to, next time they have their foundation on sale, I want to pick it up. I really like this, but like I said, for my mature skin, I can't use too much of it, or else I do notice it gets a little dry and crepey looking underneath my eyes. I will tell you guys, I do like pairing the Pat McGrath powder with the Dose of Colors concealer. I think it looks really pretty, really nice. I will say though, I'm a little shocked, because like I said, I really thought this was going to really brighten and pop my under eyes, very similar to like my Gerard Cosmetics does in the Fair powder that I use, the Hydrate and Set powder. It really gives that bright pop, which I know maybe not be in style, but you know, I do what I want, and I really like that look where it's really bright underneath the eyes. Like, I got amazing sleep, and I don't have a thyroid issue, and I don't have flare-ups, and I'm not struggling with things. Yeah. Wow, you took a left-hand turn. Bring it back, sis. So anyways, this is definitely more translucent than what I was expecting, but it's still really pretty. Does what it says. It definitely blurs the under eyes. As far as the palette, I'm gonna keep on playing with the Raw Beauty Kristi palette. The shades that I like, really pretty, very pigmented, and I'm not like a professional makeup artist by any means, but I did find that the few shades that I did work with work really pretty, blend out very nicely. The Makeup Geek shadows, oh, you guys know I love these. Like, I absolutely love these. These are like butter. Like, I've been saying that forever. Ever since I had reviewed these, I had to take these away from myself because it got to a point that's all I was using. And I have like a collection back here, and my job is to review things for you guys. So like, I had to simmer down. But I love these, and these are just so spring, so summer, so beautiful. And I think that they actually paired nicely with this palette. Is this an everyday look for me? No. We all know I am as neutral as they come, but I do like to just jump outside my comfort zone. I am going to film a couple other videos. I'm going to do the Sephora $1,000 fantasy gift card by the Emily Noel tag. And what else? There was something else. Oh, I've got an Amazon recommendations video I want to film for you guys. I still want to film the palette tag video that Samantha March and Allie Glines did. So anyways, guys, back to all this makeup. So the Patrick Ta, I love these. These are so, so pretty. I will say though, if you have the Tower 28 or the Fenty Beauty or the Wonder Beauty, like, do you really need these? Like, no, I didn't need 3 of them. I could have just stopped with 1 or none, but me, and there's that. So anyways, I think if you do pick these up, you're gonna love them because they do what he says they're going to do. You know, you put that powder blush on and then you pop it and liven it up with that cream, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And I would recommend his blushers. I think they're really nice. The BK Beauty brushes, you guys know my feelings on that. As far as the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder, I don't know on this one. I really truly just don't know on this one. I need to play with it more. I need to maybe use some foundation with it and see. I mean, my first impression of it, I'm like, you don't need it. But again, like I said, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna play with it a little bit more. I am loving this. I know that I was on the fence, and I'm like, how do you review a setting spray? I don't really know. But I will say, I do find myself reaching for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray. If I can still find the link where it was $20 for this bottle of it, I will link it for you guys. You only need like 2 spritzes of it. It's very similar, and I've said it in the past, very similar to the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus. You do too much of this and you're gonna regret it. So just stick with like a pump or 2. Everything will be good. As far as the Juno & Co palette, so here's my thing. I really like the Margarita palette, this palette right here. Absolutely beautiful, very pretty, very fun. And I want to come back and play around with these purples with that Fenty Beauty, the Drama Class blush. I just think like a whole purple monochromatic look would be just beautiful. So anyways, I like the La Lipilio, however you say it. I think it's really pretty. This was just way too light for my skin. I think that if you have Haley's skin tone, my daughter, my 20-year-old, we do the Ipsy versus Ipsy videos together. I think that if you have more of a fair to light skin tone, you're going to love this palette. This pink. Now see, I don't know. I think you could wear this pink if you're my skin tone. And I mean, this, yeah, I mean, what the heck? These are beautiful. So actually, I think that unfortunately, you probably aren't going to be able to wear this maybe on your eyes. But I do think if you are medium skin tone or deeper, that these are actually going to probably work for you. I have no idea what has happened. I want to say that I hope that had been recording this entire time. Anyways, guys, I will come back and play with the Juno & Co powder palette some more because they did send over the eye the little eye pans, 4-pan palettes as well. So I'll be playing around with that. I have a lot of stuff to play around with for you guys. I'm sorry this video is all over the place. I'm just like, whew, I gotta get into the groove. I feel like by the time I film like the 4th video, your girl's gonna be back, so it's gonna be one of those days. So anywho guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video enough to stick around, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, hit that like button, all of that. I'm getting sidetracked because I'm getting a FaceTime call, so I'm gonna have to hop off for now. Anyways guys, 9 p.m. get ready with me on Sundays, Monday through Friday. 12:15 Eastern Standard Time is when I upload through the week. And I also have a second channel, and I went back to my ways and I haven't been very active over there. I'm so sorry. I'm working on it. I'll be back eventually, friends. Anyways, like I said, everything will be linked and listed down below for you guys, and those will be magic links. Just letting you guys know, I do earn a little bit of a commission with those links. So anyways, I'm hopping off for now. Until next time, friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye!